2, 1, possibly starting this off right this second. Oh, guys. Let's see. Looks like it's going. We're kicking things off for the MLB first season here. I just had some trouble getting this going for the first bit here, guys. We're in the temporary office, and we're gonna be just seeing if anyone shows up, and we're just gonna go over some of the games, look at fan graphs and stuff, and do that fun stuff. We are well underway now on opening day. Jays already down 6-2, and so I thought this might as well be a good time to really get things going and see what we can pull off here. I'm so used to having 3 screens in front of me to be able to, so to set up this stream off the one screen was a little bit difficult, but we're here, and we'll hopefully get a few people show up, maybe some people asking some questions, talking about baseball. For the most part, I'll probably go right when in a couple minutes here, start going through the games that are already underway, kind of look at what's happened so far and kind of what I'm excited about with each team. But let me know what you guys think. I think this is set up. I'm looking at I did set up my laptop on this other side here, and I think it's gonna just be, it's my other screen, but unfortunately I can't like drag things over like when I'm in my home office, being able to set up a nice stream that I've actually spent a lot of time getting used to. So let me know if what you guys are up to today. What games are you guys watching? Of course, I have it here in the bottom here. The goal for March was to hit 1,500 subs, so this is probably our last kick of the can. We might have one other big video leading up to the end of the month, but of course, if you've been a member of this channel for a while, you know we do these giveaways often. We usually hit most of them. For the past few, we haven't hit, so maybe I'll have to give up a freebie for the April if we don't hit this one, but I think I'm gonna jump into right now couple of things, I guess. One, if someone's in here and then knows how, I remember last year when I was looking at game day, being able to go into like a 3D, like we have this park that you can kind of see live action on the side here, on the left side, but I remember there being like a 3D version, so it was almost like being able to watch the games at the time, almost live, because of course I can't stream the actual games. I think that's the big thing, is I wish you could, but with copyright and stuff. So this is like the next best way when we're kind of dealing with games, is to kind of look at game day. There used to be like a 3D thing. I don't know where it is. Thanks Tommy for showing up. Thanks babe for showing up. It's nice to see some guys in here, and hopefully we get some questions. So I think we're going to go through it. What are we at? 5-10 games at least started. We have the delay in the St. Louis game. We know there's some rain going on there. We were talking about it on the Discord already. And of course, the other few games start later. So we got 10 games, should be 11 games, I guess, right? 15 games going in. Is there one game not going today? Maybe there is. But let's just jump into it. We're going to switch over. This game's probably going to be the first one over. 2-1 for the Yankees so far, and most of the runs coming early in this game. I guess we have 3 home runs. Capra for the Brewers getting it going, and Yankees Wells led the season off for the Yankees with a home run, so that's pretty cool. I don't know what pitch it was. Maybe it was first pitch. It says 0. It doesn't really say, I don't think, in box scores. Oh, Preston, OJ, cool LB, you guys are rocking it. Thanks for showing up. Thanks for showing up. But yeah, let me know what you guys are watching out there right now. I think this live stream thing is something that I want to put into the repertoire. Let me know if the mic's too quiet. Like I said, some of you guys might have missed it at the start, but I'm working in what is not my normal office. Some of you might know we're temporarily in a Airbnb for a few weeks while I renovate our kitchen. They got some massive water damage, so it's kind of short notice move. Been doing the videos in bedroom on my knees, fun stuff. But we got to keep it rolling. I think the streams have done well in the past as just a way to get new people to coming in, stuff like that. I'm trying to get this chat up a little bit better. Fun fact: Wells' home run was a home run in one only. Okay, so it was only would have happened in New York, which is exactly why they built that stadium, right? That's exactly the kind of team that goes there. So right now we're kind of in the top of the 6th. It looks like, what do we got? We got Peralta, who's still gone 5. He's got 8 Ks. What a massive performance. Even though he's given up the 2 home runs, he's kept his team in the game. And at this point, it's Brewers' chance to try to make something happen. It was a bases loaded. I think this is the way game day is working. Highlighted here, 2 out, 2 on. And we got pinch hitter Collins. And honestly, I don't even know who Collins is. Isaac Collins. Getting pitched around a bit here. Rondon gone 7 Ks, 5 and 1. They bring in Hill here to try to get him out of this jam, I guess. Wish this is the one situation, like we could be hanging out watching what's going on here, and if we could watch the game, that would be ideal. But like, this is the next best thing, right? You guys can have the game on. You guys can be live. Yankees Brewers has been a good game so far. It looks like it. Much better than the Jays game I was watching out there. As much as I get excited for the new season, quickly the Orioles home runs really put it in here. So we're at a 2-2 count. Another ball, another foul. So what's that? I guess 1 foul. That's probably the 2nd foul. So he's starting to come inside here a little bit on Collins. Just while we have a second. Collins, 27-year-old. Spring training. He played 17 at-bats last year. So like Maple Grove, Minnesota. No wonder I don't really know him much. Another foul, 7th pitch of the at-bat. I saw on my notifications that Paul Skeens got his first K of the season. We'll be getting to that game in a second, I'm sure. We're going to just go down the pipe here. I just want to see this. This is a game-changing situation here. Another foul ball. That's, what, 3 now? 3 foul balls. Nice game-changing situation. Kind of look at the top here. Most of the other games, nothing really going on. So, Eflin has been dealing for the O's. Yes, he has. It was nice to see Jimenez make at least an impact early for this Jays. If he can bat anywhere near like what he's capable of in play outs. So I think we saw it over here on the side. It went over to the left side, and looks like the Yankees are going to get out of it. Grounds into a force out to shortstop. GG. Let's move along. Just going to jump into this. Just kind of go over some of these games that have already happened. Rockies Rays play tomorrow. Thanks. I knew there's only 14 games, so clearly there was another one. I know. Is it? I think it's in Tampa, right? Because I remember them showing the stadium and all that ready, and I know they try to avoid, of course, give every team their chance on opening day, but Colorado in April can be, or March in this case, can be pretty rough. I know they try to usually build in a break just in case of some of these weather issues for some of these teams. Maybe we'll take a look at the schedule for tomorrow in a minute too. Jimenez at cleanup is disgusting. Yeah, so taking a look back at this game, it's kind of been a home run bloodbath. What you expect, I shouldn't say expected, but as an Orioles fan, it's definitely what you wanted to see early in this, that they're able to kind of keep the offensive going. That was the staple of their solid team last year, for sure. So Rutschman got things kicked off in the first off Barrios. O'Neill had another home run in the third off Barrios, and even Cedric Mullins got in on the party. I think there was, how many were on? 2 on, 2 out for the O'Neill home run. So at the same time, that's O'Neill's 6th opening day in a row where he's hit a bomb. I remember doing last year when he hit, I think he hit 2 in the opener last year, and I remember doing a short specifically because he had that huge streak going. But as we see Cedric Mullins pop out there, we got Lovelady. Jays going into their bullpen now. Jimenez did respond, I guess, with 1 home run off Eflin, 2-out situation. So Eflin almost got out of it, completely dealing. He's now 5 innings in. Only a couple of Ks in that 1 home run, which is going to be the blemish. Yeah, the Orioles home runs on Instagram. Yeah, it's going for sure. Lovelady, I know, is a new addition in this bullpen. The Jays bullpen was atrocious last year, so we're going to see a lot of new guys. We only have the 1 hit for the Blue Jays. We're seeing 9 hits to 1. And yeah, with 1 out here, no one on, I'm just going to kind of move on to this next game. Looks like somewhat of a pitcher's duel going on here. In, what is it, Washington? They're in Washington for this one. Nationals Park. And so far it's been a pitcher's duel. 1 hit apiece. We're in the 5th inning. Wheeler, of course, 5 Ks, 1 hit and a walk. And we got Gore on the other side. Can't remember his first name. Mackenzie Gore. Wow, they named him 10 Ks after 4 1/3. This guy is dealing right now. Absolutely awesome. Struck out Harper twice. Everyone on this team has struck out with Harper's twice. That's crazy, actually. That is actually crazy. Adley was red hot in the spring, so a lot of people think he'll go crazy this season. Hey, we talk about all the time that the injuries really mounted up for Adley last year, and if he's had a good spring and he carries it forward, that's just such an important part of your guys' roster. I think it really is what differentiates the O's from a lot. It's hard to have a catcher that produces like that. So if you do, you can make that much of a difference. This is crazy. We're going to have to keep an eye on this. Mackenzie Gore, 10 Ks so far. He's up against Real Motu now. He has a 1-2, so he's looking for his 11th K. We're going to have to let's see if he gets it. Ball. So what are we excited about? I think with the Nationals here, it's a young team. We did it in the preview video. We talked about Robert Wood. He's going to have, or James Woods, I think it is. I thought it was Woods, not Wood, but clearly I was wrong there. He's a young guy. Abrams, of course, at the top here. As we see 3 fouls in a row. Real Moto really trying to get that pitch count up. How many pitches are we at for those 10 Ks? Sometimes it's hard to remember. It's been so long. Another foul there. Where is the pitch count on here? I know it's somewhere. I think it's down here, further down. Pitches, yeah, 74 already. We're at 74. So if he can get through 5, how many outs? 1 out. If he strikes out another 2, we'd say he'll probably be up around 80. Maybe go a little bit into the 6th. Maybe search for that win, or maybe if someone gets on. But what an absolute James Wood. Yeah. Thanks, Tommy. It is James. I thought it was Woods because it reminds me of the actor for sure. Of course, people are gonna get him mixed up. But what's that? We got 5 out of the last 6 being fouls. Real Muto really working it, and then he strikes out on a foul tip. So that makes it number 11 for Gore. Just absolutely dealing. We'll have to check in on this in a little bit here. Wow. Moving on to another heavy hitting game. Texas Boston. What are you guys thinking? What do you got in this one? This one is definitely going to be a statement series. Both these teams have aspirations of making the postseason after last year falling short. Texas World Series champs falling short. Boston young guys had a great start of the season. They fell short. So it's gonna be interesting. Both these guys have a lot to play for, a lot to prove. Kevin Pillar inserting into Texas. He's got a hit today and an RBI, so he's got the 1 RBI for Texas. That gave them the lead in the 2nd there. And then we see Rafael is probably He's got a RBI, no hits, probably sack fly or something, right? Sometimes can't remember. I used to do these every morning. Some of you might remember Wake Up with Baseball, doing the streams every morning, going through the box score. I'm a box score guy. I love looking at him. So Crushit making his debut for the Red Sox. A lot of people implying that he's going to be the reason that the Red Sox make a run this year, and very well he could. He could be doing that. Right now in play for Pilar, his second hit of the game. Getting on there with 2 outs. Nice 2-out hit for Pilar. He's going to fit in nicely so far. Devers struck out twice. Duran. So right now, the top of the lineup, Bregman. No, we haven't seen Bregman's debut hit so far. But Evaldi, 2 hits, 6 Ks, 3 Ks for Crushit. Just a little bit of a steady baseball game early in the game. When you're going to expect on opening day, there's going to be a lot of lower scoring games, right? It's kind of just the way she goes. Only the Angels would allow the White Sox to beat them 3-0. Yeah, I saw that. I saw that looking ahead. I saw that was going to be the case that, hey, you got to have some even matchups at the beginning of the season for sure. Do we know when Acuna is coming back for Atlanta? I saw when I was doing the preview videos that he would be, in-play runs, just to interrupt. So that definitely means like a double, because we see him run up here to a double. So Hago Shiaka, nice catcher double, cashes in Pilar from first, and we see Texas take a 2-1 lead here. But back to the Acuna. I believe I was reading between him and Spencer Strider, they were hoping he would be back for Memorial Day weekend. But if we just look, I do believe that that's the case. Whoa, since not doesn't really say, I guess, in the nothing's clearly set yet, but I think I remember reading that it was going to be Memorial Day weekend. So we got 2-1 lead here. We're just gonna let's hop on to the next one. Nice interdivision matchup here. Crochet. I was not happy to see Michael King at negative fantasy points just now. Oh, we're getting there. We're getting there. We're at end of the 4th here, so I just want to kind of check in. This is going to be a big matchup. Central Royals trying to get out to a good start. I think this division was weird last year. Cleveland got off to such a good start. They were so far ahead, they kind of cruised their way. I don't know if that's going to be as much the case this year. So we saw a 3-run inning for the Royals. Looks like off the bat of Pasquantino. Nice home run, I'm sure. Yeah. 2 out too, so Lively almost getting out of it. On the other side, Raggins has gone 4 with 1 earned run and 3 Ks, so kind of dealing with what they want. Bobby Witt Jr. has a hit. So it's basically the top of the lineup and a little bit of the bottom of the lineup delivering for Kansas in that 3rd inning. And then on the 4th inning, we do see, I think there's a triple from Manzardo, and honestly, that's a new name for me. And he ends up being the one to score, so that triple getting damage done, and that's how Cleveland is on the board. Red Sox Rangers could be a postseason preview. I totally agree. It's definitely setting up some vibes on this opening day for that. Kenzie Gore we just looked at. Collins we looked at. So Kyle Manzardo. This is part of what I love about opening day. There's always some names from prospects that just because there's so many teams. So he had a nice triple. He saw only 145 at bats last year, so nothing really interesting. Made his debut. 2nd round pick overall by the Rays. So yeah, the Rays do tend to have good picks. How that's going to work out, I don't know. Gabriel Arias gets a double here. And we're seeing Cleveland, I know I talk about Cleveland being down a little bit because they did sell off Josh Naylor. They sold off Jimenez to the Jays. But obviously they had some room for these other guys. The second baseman, Arias, they must have assumed that he's going to fill the shoes like another young guy, 25. But he was undrafted 25, and he had like no numbers here that really demonstrate why they would have done those things. But there you have it. So Guardians trying to tack one on here with, was it no out, leadoff double? Will they be able to respond? We'll keep an eye on that, as we see Texas did not score any more off that. Orioles look maybe threatening in the top of the sixth with 2 out. We'll keep an eye on that. And on the other side, Yankees 2 out, threatening as well with a runner in scoring position. They got Manzardo for Aaron Savali from Tampa. See, like, this is why I love you guys. You guys know all this news. My prospect knowledge, I think, is my weakest part of my baseball knowledge, and just kind of seeing those kind of trades. Some guys, these pop up. So the Savali trade having some impact. Miami up 1-0. So I had Miami as my 29th team on the power rankings. Paul Skeens is at 6 Ks with 1 earned run. It looks like would have been a manufactured, possibly a double from Hill, and then the RBI. I don't even know how this worked actually. Must have been here with Hill. This Hill. Oh no, there is only one Hill. I was looking. Hill gets a double, another hit, and then an RBI from Edwards. Looks like that's how the scoring happened here. A couple of hits in 1 inning there. They get to Skeens. And whether or not Pittsburgh, this offense right now is a complete offer. I'm assuming it's Alcantara on the mound. Of course it is. 4.2, 7 Ks, 2 walks right now, no hits. So he's throwing a no-hitter on opening day. It feels like there's almost always a no-hitter on opening day. Is that just me? Feels like it. Definitely feel like we skipped over. Like, did this game just bounce over? We skipped over a couple of games by accident there. Ozzy Albus hit his first home run of the season. We're on our way there. Yeah, it looks like Miami did score off Skeens. Manufactured, too. Not just like a home run. Manufactured. It sucks because, like, Skeens reminds me, could very much be like Halladay in that he would be a 20-win pitcher if he had a team behind him. All right, where were we at? Let's jump back. I guess I skipped over Cincinnati Giants. This is a fun series for me. I like these two teams in the West. I think both of them have a shot to be wild card teams. I think the West wild card race is going to be one of the most exciting things. Although it was very exciting last year too. So we got the Reds up 3. They were up 3-0 after 3. Giants did respond. It looks like a Ramos home run with 2 out and 1 on. So that brings it to within 1. On the other side, no home runs, just a couple of manufactured runs. Candelario. That name sounds so familiar. Javier Candelario. Why do I know him? Oh, okay, yeah, with the Tigers for all those years. He's one of those guys that Tigers just kind of rotated with for a while. I do remember a massive day for him with fantasy one day. I think that's why I remember him so much. But he's having a 3 RBI day. He's carrying his team, the Reds here. What do we got? Dela Cruz, he's had a hit. He's got 2 runs. Do we have stolen bases yet for Dela Cruz? Does that show up? Where are the stolen bases? I think it normally shows up here, so it doesn't look like it. It's like the year DeGrom was 10-10 with a 2 ERA. Yeah, I forgot all about that. it's so unfortunate. That's why I think everyone hates that stat so much, the win stat for pitchers. It's just like, what is it? What does it really mean? Looks like Giants do not put up any runs this inning. They're going to be switching over the Reds. Let's just take a look. Logan Webb giving up 3 earned runs, 3 walks, 4 Ks, 6 hits. Not the best outing for Webb to start the season. I know he's supposed to be the anchor of this rotation. Not going to put too much into it. Where on the other side, Green, the young phenom for Cincinnati, 8 Ks, 2 earned runs, a couple of hits, 1 walk. It's a decent outing for him so far. He's definitely on his way to a possible quality start, which I know the Reds of past would be very thankful for. Does Ozuna still play? Is he still on the Braves or on a different team now? Pretty sure he's on a different team. Let's just... I can't remember now. Current team on the Braves, it says still. So let's take a look. Maybe he's on the IL or something. I don't remember looking at him when I was looking at the... So, no, he's still there. He's in the DH spot, number 4. So we'll get to that game in relatively short order. We're in a couple games away. Let's just jump in to see the All-Star White Sox with a 3-0 lead, and it's all coming in that 3rd inning. We got a hit from Roberts Jr. Where are the runs coming from? Just looks like a bunch of hits, scoring a few runs in the bottom there. Burke goes out for the White Sox. He's got 3 Ks, no walks, a couple of hits. Kikuchi was your opening day starter for the Angels. I did not see that coming. But I did see them possibly losing to the White Sox if that was the case. As the chat just says, Boston just tied it up. Let's take a look. Let's see what happened. So top of the 5th, was it a home run? Yes. Oh no, yes, it was. Abreu off of Valdi. 1 out. I wonder if I can play. Can I play the home runs on that? Like if I just do this. What's this? It's not gonna hurt me, right?
High fly ball right field. He really tore into this one, and she's gone. Wow. First home run of the.
Very loud, probably for you guys, but. I don't know. Is that going to give me a copyright strike? Only time will tell, I guess. That'd be cool. Tie game there. Looks like tie game coming up ahead. The only game, we've got 2 other games to look at here. Houston, a team I was excited to see how these guys adjust. I don't think I gave enough talk to Christian Walker now that I'm looking at it when I was doing my setup for the power ranking stuff. I didn't really talk about him. I talked about Paredes. But he's going to be a big part of this team. Valdez, 4 innings pitched, 2 Ks. Clay Holmes, the starter for the Mets, 3.1, 3 walks, 4 Ks, 5 hits. He's not exactly the kind of guy who's going to be your starter for a long time. So, is what it is, right? But Juan Soto, we got a walk, we got a hit. His on-base percentage is 100%. Typical Juan Soto making a typical Juan Soto kind of game debut here, but the bottom of the order, just no delivering yet for the Mets. It's early. Mets have only had 4 at-bat rounds. I feel like YouTube will not be happy about you showing clips. Yeah, it's interesting sometimes. I thought maybe with it in the corner there, but it might pick up on the sound and throw it off. YouTube's interesting because with the fair play use, you in theory should be able to, but the MLB just wants it, so maybe it shouldn't have done it. Churio now 0-4 with 4 Ks. It's not exactly what you want from your young star, but it's all right. It's early, but this is one of those things when it's interesting to see the second season around for some of these guys. We saw it with Carroll last year on Arizona, just not having the best second year after having a monster year. But we're seeing Leiter Jr. 2Ks coming in relief. This Yankees bullpen is always going to be solid. It's just they spend the money on the best reliever, so it's no surprise that it's happening here. So let's just jump into the one game now that we have not talked about or looked at. I think that's the last one. Looks like they're warming up in St. Louis as well, so that's super cool. It's going to be happening. But we got Padres 3, Braves 3, possible preview of playoffs to come. But yeah, looks like it was a fun first inning. Oh, I kind of got to go to Pittsburgh here. Sorry, guys. We'll jump back. This is at the end. Pittsburgh does have bases loaded. Oh, in-play runs. I just a little too slow moving there. Brian Reynolds singles, 2-run score. Alcantara get to him in the 5th inning here. So the Pirates are on the board, and it's Brian Reynolds. The guy's clutch for Pittsburgh. If they didn't have Reynolds, be a lot of concern about this team. So it looks like Hayes got on base and Reynolds hit him home. Probably a walk from Pham too, because there's bases loaded, right? So Hayes gets a hit. They probably walk Connor Falefa. I guess you can look over here, right? So he struck out the first 2. Then it was single, walk after Brian stole a base. So he walked him, guess didn't matter. And then they both steal after a mound visit. Interesting. Just can confirm here. Look at all these stolen bases. 1, 2 for Hayes already. 1 for Cruz. So I guess people are realizing to steal on Alcantara. Is that going to be a thing? Then they walk Tommy. Brian Reynolds delivers. Runners on the corners, and that's it. Alcantara is yanked. He is now on the hook for the loss against Paul Skeens. I think Skeens has to go one more inning to be in line for the win, right? That's the rules. 5 innings you got to go. So Skeens possibly in line for the win. This is what the Pirates need. A 2-1 clean victory possible. So they're doing while they do a change there, we'll jump back into the Atlanta San Diego game. Kind of take a look here. So Ozzy Albies, we saw that in the chat. He hit his first home run of the season off of King. This lineup in Atlanta is just lethal. Manny Machado, he has a double off a Sale. 2 runs he's scored. One of them a walk, one of them a double. Tatis Jr.'s been on there. Bogarts has been there. Morel's been there. So we're seeing what we want to see from the Padres. And that's their best players getting on base and doing offense. If that's I know it's one game, but looks like King only went 2.2 before he got the yank. So in that 3rd inning, they obviously got a lot scared of what was going on. How many pitches? He only had 76 pitches and didn't even get out of the 3rd inning. That is crazy. And he didn't get out of 76 pitches, and he only gave up 3 runs. That's actually very impressive. For that, if you would have told me that was the case, probably wouldn't believe you. Sale, not exactly Cy Young numbers this game so far. 3 innings, 3 Ks, 3 earned runs. But guys, it's opening day, right? Opening day. What are you guys out there? Are you guys just tuning into your teams, just kind of looking on across the board here? Looks like let's jump back into it. Not a lot of action going on across these games right now, but Pittsburgh seems to be in the best position to do some lethal damage. Batter timeout 2. So we're at 2-2 count. We got O'Neal Cruz. He's hoping to really have a good year this year, I think. O'Neal Cruz, was he Called strike, so he strikes out and they get out of it. I'm just interested. Was he Owen? I thought O'Neill Cruz was a shortstop. Am I wrong there? I don't know if this is going to tell me his positions. I always thought he was a shortstop, but maybe I'm just mixing him up with Ellie. Who scored for the Dodgers? The Dodgers have not started playing yet. I do believe they play at 4 Pacific. They're playing the Tigers, so they haven't started yet. Top Mets possibly getting a runner in scoring position. We see here we have, again, the Orioles kind of cruising. I kind of just want to check in on this one. We got Mountcastle. We know he already hit that double. How are the pitching? Eflin's gone 6 now. Only 2 Ks, but like he's probably being efficient. Like if we're looking at pitch count, Eflin's at 78. Like he'll probably go another, right? Barrios went 90 and he was out quick. It looks like the Jays have thrown almost 40 more pitches in these 6 innings. So that's obviously playing a big part in this. What's going on here? O'Neill's back up. Rutschman has 2 hits now. O'Neill's had 2 hits, 3 RBIs, and a walk. So he's playing like an absolute beast. It's almost like, are you guys even going to miss Santander with O'Neill mashing it? Probably not. He was a shortstop. They moved him to center field. See? Old man brain isn't always getting to me. I thought something was up there. Sometimes, like some of these guys, like going from shortstop to center field, like that's such a difference. Well, it looks like Washington got on the board. Must have been a home run because that was quick action. As we see someone get on for the O's. What? Did I miss it? Oh, Ruiz homers on a fly ball to right. That was that 1 inning ago, so I must have missed that happen. 2 out. Another 2 out. We've seen a few of these situations where pitchers just aren't getting out of the innings. A lot of 2 out home runs so far that we've kind of looked at. Mackenzie Gore is up to 13 Ks, guys. 13. Absolute animal. You gotta look at him again. When was he drafted? 3rd overall. So this is like expected. Like he's gonna be coming into form this year. This looks like it's gonna be his first maybe full year. Well, last year he did 32 starts. It was a full year for him. .9. Like he's not bad last year either. A lot of innings. Average was a bit high. Of course, you want to look at the advanced statistics, but just like at a quick glance, like I don't know, that's something to be excited about for Washington. He is definitely showing off. How many pitches is he at? Is he gonna go for a 7th inning? You think? 93. They might call him there. I don't know. What do you guys think? Is Gore going out for the 7th? Oh my. Okay, so a couple things are going on here. Yankees 2 on, threatening, no out. O's threatening, 1 out. We have Cleveland, who clearly just took the lead, probably 2-run home run. Atlanta just took the lead. We've got a lot of things to check out. So let's see what's going on in the live situations at least. Cabrera's on. We got Austin Wells up to bats. Koenig going here. What do we got? What do we got? Ball. Full count. So this could start to get ugly if the bullpen doesn't get this done here for the Brewers. Just see this. I'm going to try and see this at bat. And then we'll see what's going on in the O's. It's not as important because we know the O's are just like walking away with it. In play outs. Looks like a pop fly kind of pitch on a sinker though. Could be a grounder double play. Pops out third. So nothing. Still got 2 more outs to play with. We got a second out in here. Ground ball. Surprisingly. Did I miss it? Oh, we're seeing a pitching change here. Chad Green is being replaced. So Chad Green, he replaces Barnes. So Barnes went 1 inning. These guys aren't even. Is this the chance for the Jays bullpen to show that they can really shut something down? Because last year they could not. You can't watch 4 games at once until your subscription gets fixed. Yeah, I think for me, I would normally be kind of like that. But, of course, doing this, you can't. I wish you could. But this is the best thing, right, guys? This is the best we can do. I don't know if you guys have other options on kind of what you want live stream. What do you guys think of live stream? You should be focused on one game and just sit there and talk. I think opening day is like a whole different can of worms itself because you kind of just want to see everyone. That's the best part. Everyone's going. So as that pitching change goes on, let's jump back here. Then we'll go and check what happened in the scoring. Top Atlanta looks like it's threatening still with the bullpen. Aaron Judge just doubles. So immediately Judge is. This is why I was not down on the Yankees because of one injury, because they're just smashing right now. Bellinger's got a hit too. He's got a walk. Judge at second and third off a double. This might spell the end of the Brewers game here. Let's jump over to this Atlanta. They got runners on the corners, 2 out. Looks like a pitching change is going on, so it might be a second. Ozuna singles, and that's what drove in Olsen. Olsen the third, actually. Where is this run scored? Oh, Austin Riley home run that took the lead. Hurts in Profar. Has he done anything in his debut? 1 hit. That's all right. So we got Austin Riley. Austin Riley was hurt most of the year last year, wasn't he? I think something like that. Maybe after your weekly power rankings, you can air coverage yeah, I've thought about that. The Sunday Night Baseball doing that. To be honest, though, when I start filming the games, usually in the first inning or so, by the time I finish uploading that, it's like the 5th or 6th inning. Maybe that's a time that I'll jump on and do a live stream. But also at the same time, that's a decent time commitment to do the power rankings and then the stream back to back. Right around dinner time, especially too with our daughter, it might not work that well. I think more than anything, maybe like afternoons on Saturdays could be good. We could do maybe one night if there's a highlight series. I know on the channel the best stream I ever did was just it just focused on one game. It was the Dodgers in Houston. It's like the first time they met since the World Series. So Mullins home run, that's 2 for Mullins now, and it has just been wide open. Nothing like bringing in Sean Green. Not Sean Green. That's old school Jays Sean Green. Nothing like bringing him in, Chad Green, and giving up a home run, and it all gets charged to Barnes. 3-run bomb. Wow. All right, so they called it in the Discord that this was going to be a blowout. That's for sure. Yankees score another one. They add on. Looks like a sacrifice. Yeah. Sacrifice, right fielder. God, moved up. Judge still on second, so I would suspect the Yankees are in a good position to close that one out. I'm going to jump back to this Braves game. They probably did the pitcher switch. We have Ozzy Albus at the plate. Already has 3 RBIs on the day. Chance to hit in a couple more here. Matsui. Do you think? Do you think there's any relation? Any relation to the Hideki that we all know and love? And he flies out. So that ends that. They do put up one, get a 1-run lead here. We're going to see this one come down to the bullpens for sure. Chris Sale's gone 3 innings. He's obviously probably coming out for the 4th, but he's at 59. So if he goes like 20 pitches this inning, he's done. We'll see. Keep an eye on that. Just want to see Pittsburgh, Miami here. Did Paul Skeens do anything? He's up to 6 Ks. More hits, only 2 hits for the Pirates right now. It's making all of the difference. Yeah, Blue Jays not doing so good. It could be a long season for the Blue Jays. Maybe I was like, I really thought that there's something brewing with them, but after watching this O's team just dismantle what's supposed to be our best starter on opening day, it's not promising. But it'll be interesting how obviously the O's send out their best starter too, how the O's, when their depth and the next couple of games work. If the Jays can take one, that'll be great. Could also lead to even more. Right, we just saw here live a home run. You can just see the little ball go over as the Pirates take a 4-1 lead. You would expect them to be able to close this down with Paul Skeens, and I know they added a lot of talent in their bullpen too. Not guys that you would necessarily know, but Maiza, he's pretty solid. Barecki, yeah, maybe not, but the Pirates, they're there, right? They're there. Mackenzie Gore, he blew it. Probably a home run. After striking Bryce Harper out the first 2 at-bats, Harper gets his revenge, as a veteran like Harper always will. That's the difference, right? Gore, 13 Ks. He's going for more. He gives up that home run with 1 out. I guess they didn't even... It's not him. He didn't give it up. It was the bullpen. They bring the bullpen in the 7th. Typical situation. I kind of called it, though. His pitch count was high. It was 93, and then he probably weren't going to push for 100. It sucks. He's not in line for the win anymore. He pitched one hell of a game against Wheeler. Clearly, Wheeler's probably going to be done too. He's at 97 pitches. Poor Gore, though. What are the chances that Alcantara gets traded in April? I would probably say not high. Mainly because I think you're going to fetch the best price later in the season. Maybe you don't have to wait to the trade deadline. But let's just say a playoff bound team, let's say Atlanta, New York, or Boston, one of their another star goes down, another ace, and they really need an ace, they'd be willing to pay a lot more if they're right there in the thick of things, as opposed to now. I think more likely the bidding goes up as teams' aces or pitchers get hurt. So yeah, I think Alcantara probably not at least till June, I would think. But the Marlins have been known to trade guys early. So it's not out of the question. Did we ever? I don't think I checked in on what happened in Cleveland. Houston kind of going still up 3-0. White Sox just kind of cruising to shut out the Angels. Or the Angels going to immediately take last place in the power rankings. Could go that way. O's could use Alcantara. Yeah, I think a lot of teams could use them, honestly. But I guess the O's probably have the things to possibly trade for him. Yeah, no, they traded Reyes last season. It wasn't April though. Pretty sure it was at least June. I can't remember. Yeah, so basically across all these games, no one has anyone on base. The only one is this Houston game. Christian Walker. Alright, Alvarez. How's the person on base? Oh, the walk. I was like trying to find it. So, not a whole lot of excitement here. Brazobin. Don't know him. Mets going into their bullpen. Clay Holmes went 4 2/3. Like, honestly, not the worst. If you can get that kind of outing from him most days, you're going to be somewhat happy. You want him to go 5, but he's almost there. Almost went 5. A lot of... It was in early May that they traded Reyes. Okay. I remember it being early. I didn't realize it was that early. That's still pretty early. Be interesting to see, like, somehow, like a team like the Pirates adding him. But I just don't see it possible. But be interesting to see it. For an opening day, I would say there's been a fair amount of runs. We got 7, 11. A couple of low-scoring games, but for the most part, for an opening day. We still see St. Louis, Minnesota. They're still looking to start. Maybe we can see some Jays offense here. We got a couple of walks. Jimenez making his debut. Like, they tried to bring him in for his defense, but right now his offense is doing some work. How's there not 2 on? It must have been a double play, right? Yeah. Kirky. In play, no out. It's just a little bounce. So a couple of guys on as we see the bottom of this order. Will Wagner, nice little hit to get things going. We'll see Ernie Clement come on up here. Let's see if they can get to a little bit of this bullpen. He's given up 2 walks and a hit so far for Dominguez. And just like that, guys, Mackenzie Gore's outing goes to waste. The bullpen blows it. And the Phillies take the lead off a Kyle Schwarber bomb. You got Schwarber batting here. I didn't even notice that. I don't even remember if that happened last year or not. I swear he was the leadoff for a while. At least all these years are starting to blend together a little bit. Definitely with Schwarber, but oh, you guys, you take out Gore, your team just fell apart. That might be it, but we'll see. Like, Philly has been known to have not the best bullpen at times. I know that is one area they are really trying to address this season. But we'll see. We're going to see how it plays out. They're switching over to Washington now. Let's get back, see if the Jays can mount any sort of offense. I think it's going to be important if they are going to... This is the kind of thing, like, let's put up some runs. You got nothing really to play for at this point, so you might as well, right? Get some runs going. Wow, 3 straight balls. This one, that's a pretty rough call there. Not gonna lie. It's the perfect pitch too. It's right in his cold zone. Wild pitch. Wild pitch. Dominguez, looks like that mound visit did not work. With 3 straight balls, including the third one being a wild pitch. Realizing you can't really see my jersey. The lighting in this office is not the best. There's no lights here, which normally I would have when I was working in my home office. The only one is behind me. So, what are you gonna do? I guess, oh, he's trying. I was going to say, I guess you would just, like, in playouts. I was going to say, I guess you would just try to walk him, but I guess it's Ernie, so you could still just attack him. And the Jays fall flat in that sitch. Looking across the MLB, not a lot of action here. The Brewers get someone on with 2 outs. Try to put up some comeback. Let's go check in Boston, Texas. We haven't checked in here since our first step through. Crotchet, he's done 5 innings pitched, 4 Ks. Great first outing. A couple earned runs, 3.6 ERA. Evaldi goes 1 more inning, 9 Ks. That 3-year deal paying off big time here. So now it comes down to a battle of the bullpen. We saw Whitlock, who's been solid, have a good first inning there. And we're at the bottom of the lineup for Boston, and I believe we're about to turn over the lineup for Texas in their next at-bat. So they're both kind of in the same situation on their bats. This one could go. We got someone on second now, 2 outs. Who is that? Walks, batting advances. A balk gets him into scoring position. So Weiler Abreu trying to make some damage happen. He's got the 1 home run off of Evaldi this game, couple of hits. He's going for his 3rd hit this game. Could add on another RBI. Swinging strike at the top of the zone here. I don't know. Can you guys see? You guys can't see the ball move. Oh, I guess you can. I don't know how to make this bigger. But you will see something happen in this little live play-by-play before you will see the update. Ooh. Can hear the baby. Little bit quiet. Foul pitch off. No other action really. A couple of guys on. 3rd out comes in the Milwaukee game, so they do not make anything happen there. Cincinnati maintains a 1-run lead. We have the White Sox holding on to their lead. A couple of these games going into the 8th inning. We haven't quite reached the 9th in any game yet, but the early games are starting to get there. Ooh, way down, way down. After a couple, he's throwing these foul balls up here, going in there, and then just completely trying to get a nice slider, probably in that same trajectory. Another foul. He is working him here. This could potentially be the at-bat of the game. This could be the deciding. It's when you got to have your best pitchers in here, right? And I don't know if that is Garcia for the Rangers. So the one downside to this, all these foul balls and stuff, you don't see what's going on. There's another ball we I think bring. Oh, not a full count. Is that a full count? Yeah, full count. And it's going to be something that's probably is going to lead us to another foul or another. We're going to have to see the next guy. So Miami's got a guy on. Washington potentially attacking. They walk this guy. Abreu gets walked. They're going to take their chances with, is it Colton Wong? Off the top of my head. Connor Wong. Super close. But, yeah, let's see what's going on in Washington. So after that 13K outing, can't believe that bullpen blew it. We have DeJong up here. We got Nate Lowe, who I guess got on base with a single. We got guys on third and second now. Luis Garcia singled. DeJong 0 for 2 so far, though. And like I called, Wheeler is out of the game. Kirkering. Be pretty poetic to have the bullpen blow it for the other side right after. Both the starters just playing so well. And then the bullpen's coming in there. Swinging strike. He strikes him out. So I think that's the second out of the inning. Miami making some threats. Gonna jump up while they switch to the next batter. Ruiz is coming up. That's gonna be big. Are they doing a pitching change? Why is this taking so long to get the next guy? Oh, it's a mound visit. Connor Wong. Oh, they did. They did do a pitching change. I was like, why is that taking so long? Let's see. Washington, I don't think, can do a pitching change, so they're probably going right quick here. DeJong struck out swinging. We saw that. I guess that would have been the third. They might be doing it. Might be a pitch change. Definitely with Ruiz up to bat. They might be looking at it. Oh, no, they're throwing to him right at his ankles. That's a foul. What? Wild. Paul Skeens potentially getting into some trouble up here in the Miami game. We'll try to hop to that in a second. What are you guys watching out there? Cardinals game started. They are in the bottom of the first. It's one extra game on the docket now. What am I missing? Why are they're all walking off the field? I was like, they're all walking off. But this hadn't happened yet. I was like, what's going on? But obviously that makes sense. All right, let's go on to Paul Skeens. It looks like Skeens is out of the game, actually. Maybe this situation got him into it. Yeah, it looks like he got himself into a little bit of a sticky situation here. And the bullpen is coming in. He walked Stowers. So he had back-to-back walks, and that was basically it for him. Back-to-back walks to start the sixth. So he's at least in line for the win, having gone 5. But now it's bullpen time. You're still watching the Jays O's. Well, it's a different story when you're the team with 9, I think. What if it was 9-2 for the Jays? Would you really be watching it still? You might be. Another walk. So the bullpen comes in here, walks the first batter. Bases are loaded. These two are going to be charged to Skeens. But I guess that does mean he would not get the loss if Miami somehow started piling it on here. So I guess there's that. It's a good first outing for him, but if he doesn't get out of it, his ERA is going to skyrocket here. Probably closer to 5 if his bullpen does not help him out, which kind of looks like might be the case. We see San Diego with a 1-out double. looks like. My sweet prince, Kyle Stowers. I can't believe the O's traded him for Rogers. Didn't even know that. I'm not going to lie. Did not know that. Was he like what was he like on the prospect charts here? He's 27. Overall 71st pick. Okay. Had an awful last year. Didn't know him. Never heard of him. Honestly, had not heard of the guy. San Diego, I guess maybe a wild pitch or something. Maybe a hit, or not a hit, stolen base. They're threatening. I just want to see what happens here in this one. Pass ball. So this guy, this bullpen comes in here, walks Bride, throws a passed ball. So I guess it's the catcher's fault theory. Joey Bart. So they're already there. And then now we're seeing 2 strikes. 2 swinging strikes. Like, just wildness. They got 2 runners in scoring position, though. 1 hit could, I guess it's not an earned run either for Skeens yet. No, they did give it to him as an earned run. I don't know what. I thought pass ball wouldn't be an earned run unless there's another hit there. He struck out swinging, so maybe the bullpen bails him out. Holy Adley Tank. 2 for him and 2 for Mullen. Oh no, don't even tell me. 11-2. Can I just take back everything I thought about this Blue Jays team? I really thought we turned a corner. It's 1 game, I get it, but I am really concerned. Definitely with you. The O's power, man. You guys just smash us. I don't get it. I do get it because you guys have great offense, but that hurts. That really hurts. Top of the 8th, we see the Angels maybe putting up a run on the White Sox. Maybe finally. We got 2 outs here in the San Diego game as well. They really need to try to cash in that guy on third base. We see another run, it looks like, for them. Jays power rankings, 33rd. That might be the case, man. I don't know what's going on. Another home run. I want to click over there, but I do want to see how this bat goes here. So I'm just going to watch the end of this. Probably going to see another walk by the looks of the way this Pirates bullpen is doing. Like, what is going on? Santana. Got to get out of it, right? Nice foul tip, and there's a pitch. Okay. So Atlanta gets out of it. No damage done by San Diego. Another foul. Another foul. Oh man, this is so weird sometimes. We're seeing the end of the 8th in the New York game. Another foul? Yeah, another foul. So we have a full count, a few fouls. Lopez just trying to make a name for himself, man. I think that's pretty much everyone on this Marlins team, right? Like, this is your chance to make a name for yourself. Maybe build yourself into an MLB career. Maybe be a 9th on another team. And so we see that walk come through. And we got the bases loaded for Conine. I'm just going to hop over here to see if the Angels are actually pulling anything off. With Trout at full count, 2 out versus Clevenger. This is the kind of battle you like to see on opening day, right? Brewers' 9th inning comeback will feed families. That'd be pretty ironic if Devin Williams comes in there. Another foul. So we got a bunch of fouls here. Started 2-0, and Trout just working the count. Like, Trout has a chance to turn this into a 3-3 game for sure. Looks like they've already walked him. At least hit by pitch or something. Hit by pitch, Trout. That's how quickly I pick it up on the box score. Oh, bases loaded here. Clevenger. What kind of bullpen are we running? So the White Sox had Burt go 6. Clevenger, I think that's his first batter he's facing. So he's got to at least face the next 2. Jorge Soler's coming up to bat as well. Switch back to this other bases loaded. We got a couple bases loaded situations brewing. Ryan Barecki is coming in. That is not necessarily a good move for the Pirates, but one they got to do nonetheless. They got to be almost ready. We see the ball just get thrown out there. I don't see the second baseman, though. Like the guy who's on second. A couple warm-up pitches. They're definitely throwing warm-up pitches. Top of the 8th, we see Philadelphia looking to extend their lead. Marsh at the base, bat. We got Castellanos, Max Kepler making an impact. This Phillies lineup is nasty. Just nasty. Come on. Let's see. Alright, it looks like they're getting ready to throw some balls here. Pinch hitter now. So they bring Griffin Conine, a guy I had no idea about. Now it's Dane Myers. Also a guy I don't really know about. So it's just substitution after substitution. Let's just keep the delays going. Probably something happening in this Angels game first, because we knew Clevenger had to immediately start going into that. So it's a 2-2 count already over here. After going up 0-2 as well. Full count here, man. There's some stuff building. We're gonna see that first 9th inning game starting. Looks like some of these things are hopping. I don't know why it changes the order of this stuff. Strike out swinging up top. Oh, foul tip. Still out though. So that's over. Back to Borecki. What's he dealing? 3 straight balls. What did I tell you? They gotta be worried about what's gonna happen here. I think that runner on third would be charged to Skeens. So that, and then the other 2 are San Diego. I'm surprised Mountcastle hasn't hit a bomb yet. Yeah, that makes a couple of us. Yeah. You guys are just demolishing. So, all right, called strike. Back to back. Full count. And a batter timeout. Things are getting, this is like cinema. Oh, okay, we gotta go here. What's going on here? Milwaukee. Like, what is going on here? We saw the chat talk about it. Williams gonna blow it. Gave up 2 hits already. We saw Collins double, an Ortiz single. Flip those. That's actually what happened. And now we're seeing Bowers come in with the pinch hit. We're seeing it happen. This is exactly what Tommy called. Yeah, we're switching over here. As much as I want to see what goes on in that Miami, it's not as important as let's be honest. This situation here, it's the potential end of the game here. Is this like the perfect sabotage that's Milwaukee set up here? And Churio is going to get a chance as long as there's no double play. He'll get a chance for the, what is it? I think he's got the golden sombrero already. What is it? When you got 5. I remember when, was it Roman Quinn? Was it the Phillies? I think he was on the Phillies or the Nationals. I can't remember. I think it was the Phillies where he struck out 5 in one game. That one stands out. So Churio, please don't do that. Joe Buck calling the Yankees-Brewers game, which is cool. Yeah, but Joe Buck fan? I don't know. Like, Joe Buck is just classic, I guess, too, right? As you can see, it looks like Pittsburgh got out of it. Somehow, some miracle. I don't know. Is it really a miracle if it's the Marlins? Probably not. Ooh, man. We got a full count here in Milwaukee. Or not Milwaukee, in the Yankees. Yankees stayed. Phillies take a 3-1 lead, so they cash in up there. Angels, we saw them not get out of it. This game has been 3-2 for a while. They walk Jake Bauers, and we have bases loaded, nobody out. I didn't even know he got here. Honestly, I didn't realize so many people had opinions on Joe Buck in general. Like, I just know he's been around forever. He always calls a decent game to me. It doesn't do anything that would piss me off, but also, in my opinion, doesn't really do anything outstanding. And that would be like, yeah, I love him. He's nostalgic for his calls. It's weird he hadn't done a game since 2021. I guess I didn't even realize that. And you're right with I think by calling it nostalgia when it comes to Joe Buck. Like, just hearing his voice really brings you back to postseason. Definitely in the early 2000s, like Red Sox, Yankees, definitely. That's a good way to put it, maybe. I didn't realize, though, he went that long not doing a game. All right, Terang. Bottom of the order right here. Can they cash in? Pretty much inevitable that Churio will be up. The Yankees can allow a run to score from third and turn a double play. It's probably their best move if they can't get the runner at home. But right now, Williams is looking awful. Oh, we're at 17 pitches, only half of them strikes. And we are at a 3-1 count. We could see very well Williams walking in a run here. Seems like the command is not quite there, but obviously it's hard to say just based on that. We got change-ups. He's probably looking for the swings, right? Yeah, and then he hits a fastball up top. Like, you got change-up, fastball. Like, so you can't necessarily think that he's missing command just based off what we're seeing here. But this is like coming down to the stretch, really. Like, this is exciting stuff. Williams does have the experience of these high leverage situations. Doesn't always cash in, as we know from last year. What's happening? Bring on pitch 7. We got a couple of fouls in a row. 3 fouls. A couple of strikes. In play runs. That looks like a bomb. Oh no. Just caught right at the wall. And that brings it up to 4-2. Guess that's good. But still, the tying run at first, it's probably good for the Yankees. They at least get one out, but that was right at the warning track. Wow. That would have been electric. Looks like they're doing a little bit of a mound visit, so I'm just going to kind of hop into this Baltimore, or let's hop over to here. Kansas City is threatening to take a tie at least. They have runners at the corners. Oh, what happened? Oh, I was looking at the wrong, I think a mix of the wrong two games. The runners at the corners here. Now we got second. Jonathan India hit into fielder's choice double play, third base to catcher. So they were runners at the corners, but that just not great. So that kind of could potentially get them out of it. Gaddis here with the Nestle runner in scoring position. 0-2 with 2 out. It's probably not going to work out. Hey, JD Third, thanks for stopping in, bud. We've been watching that game here and there for sure. The Padres had just had that chance there where they had a guy on third, right? With a couple out, or maybe it's one out. Can't quite recall. We're mostly watching this Yankees game right now. I think there was a mound visit, the strikeout here, so Kansas City does not rally to get that run. It looks like some stuff happening. We're back here with Williams. Ball in the dirt. He's throwing lots of balls. We are now up to 22 pitches. If he doesn't get this guy out, who's starting to look, they must have people warming up in the bullpen. Is there a way to look? Do they say that on here? I don't think so. Don't think they do, but I'm assuming, like, when you have 22... Oh, we just saw a hit there. Oh, no, it was a steal. Jake Bauer steals second, so the tying run has moved up 90 feet to second. This could be the comeback of the day. We see the White Sox go up 6-0. Nando didn't run out of the box, admired his hit, and ended up a single brain fart. Hopefully he learns. Was that like what cost them a run, or is it just a play? I didn't see that. It's 2-2 here. So there is that base open spot here for Milwaukee, for the Yankees. I still don't know. Like, they really want to see him get a strikeout within the next pitch or two and get the 2 out. Otherwise, we're going to be in some trouble. It's going to come down to possibly, I guess there is a double play that could end the game. But this is Churio. Like, he struck out 4 times. He's looking to avoid the 5th strikeout of the game. Can he do it? What is it called? Golden sombrero, platinum sombrero? What happens when you get 5? I think the golden's 4. And we have, what is this, the 3rd full count in a row in this inning. And that was just, like, this wasn't even close. Are they really, like, that wasn't even close. It's only 91. It's not fast. 92. Another foul. Maybe he like was using that pitch to set that one up, but I don't think so, right? Pirates looking like they might add on. They got 2 out though. Runners on 3rd and 2nd. We got bottom of the 8th. Washington no out. Potential to tie it. They need to salvage that. Washington needs to salvage that game from Mackenzie Gore. 100%. Cost us a run. Yeah, that sucks. Sometimes that's why they play the games, right? You gotta. That's part of what. Oh, and there it is, the 5th K for Churio. 0 for 5. 5 Ks. Strikes out. Where was that one? Bottom of the zone here. Change up. Most of his changeups were thrown up here, so... Oh, that was a changeup too that he fouled. Swinging strikes. This is exactly what we need on opening day. A tightly nationally broadcast game between 2 top teams. Yes. Coming down to the wire too. I like it. And with Yelich at the plate here, this is it. This is what we watch baseball for. Top of the ninth, we have San Francisco runners on the corners. They are looking to tie it. So guys, like, do not go anywhere. Some of these games are coming down to the wire, and we're gonna hop to them when we can. Right now, we're locked in here, but I want to switch over to this Washington game. I want to switch over to the San Fran game. Both these games are in the 8th and 9th. Planning on doing this till these games pretty much come to an end. So most of them are in the 7th or later. Once those kind of come to an end, I'll probably start wrapping this up. Go help with Alice, help wrap up there. We see Minnesota bases loaded with 1 out. So 1-2 count here. He's throwing changeup. It's all changeup so far. Brewers didn't do enough in the offseason. That's probably true, but they are the typical small market teams. I think if you're a small market team, you're always going to say your team doesn't do enough. They didn't really do anything, I guess, right? Oh, Washington did cash one in. Maybe a sac fly because there was an out. We'll have to check that. But we're back to, I think this is the 4th full count in a row for Williams. He does have that open bag, so he doesn't necessarily have to attack Yelich. He does have Contreras on deck, so it's not like an easy out next. He's throwing fastballs. He's throwing changeups. I think that's basically all he's got right now. We haven't seen any sliders or anything like that. I don't know what his arsenal is exactly, but I thought he had one. We did see another out. We could see the first finish of a game here in the Cincinnati game, and we haven't even looked at what's going on. They got Nestor Cortez. Yeah, good call. I did remember that now. Swinging strike, and that is the ball game. How many pitches was that for Williams? No, he did more than 12. Wow. Pitches. Williams, 36 pitches. Wow. He really pushed him. We're not going to see him the rest of the series, I don't think, now. At the same time, what am I looking for here? Did he strike out the side? No, just 2. So I'm just going to hop over here. This game's over. Came down to the wire. Let's hop here with 1. This is 1 out away from being over. In play runs. We're just here just in time. What is going on? Was it Bailey? 3-1. A 3-1 right down the center here. Just a single. So we got a tie game in Cincinnati now. Who they got? Bot? Is this the guy that is going to be their closer? Guy Bot? Don't know him. Ty Rogers. It's getting a little exciting here. Grand slam. She is gone. That Nestor. Yes, that Nestor. Yankees win, great game. Yeah, that game did come down to the wire. That was the first one complete here. I thought this one might be the first one, but now this one might be going to extras. We'll see who the Giants put out in the next inning. They also still, I guess, they still have 1 out to try to score this guy from third. White Sox now up 8-0. Absolutely. Good game. Churio bum. It's not the start you wanted for Churio, that's for sure. Did you guys see the new O's left field wall? I don't know what I saw. I know they were talking about it on Sportsnet on the highlights here. I'll take a look at it in a sec. I just want to see how this inning plays out. At the same time, we do have the Washington Nationals trying to tie it up. I want to get over there. Like, there's so much going on right now. Let's see if I can in play runs right when I clicked it. Garcia 2-2 count. So San Fran's going to take the lead in that game. This looks like it's going to drop. This is going to tie. So we got tie game here. San Fran over here taking the lead. Some of these games are getting close. Wilmer Flores homers. We clicked off right in time for that home run. So the Giants take a 6-3 lead. So my first introduction to Giebot is that he blows games. So what's he all about? He doesn't even have a profile. That's weird. No profile for this guy. Why is he closing the game? Is that okay? Platinum Sombrero. Yeah. Only the Angels could give up 8 runs to the White Sox. Yeah, and I think I had the Angels like possibly better, but I guess they're only like 3 spots up in the power rankings. But this could just be like the White Sox are like, we're not going to be last in the power rankings this year. This is it. We're going to go 3-0 against the Angels to start the season, and then you're not going to be able to put us in 30th all year. No profile means he's getting sent back down before the showers. Yes, that might be the case. It just seems strange to if that's the case though, that he's the one closing. Like they were up 3-2. Like you want your best relief in there on opening day, right? Oh, we see Tim Anderson in the game in an 8-0 game. He's 0 for 3 against his former club with 2 Ks. It's not looking good. Down bad Anderson. Benintendi, he hit a 3-run bomb. Or is that? I don't think it's a bomb. Oh yeah, it was a bomb. 2 on, 1 out. Sosa hit a 2-run shot. What do we got here? Anything good going for the Angels? No. It seems like they're just going to pitch around Trout. Like he's got 2 at-bats, so 2 walks. I know one of them was a hit by pitch, but teams are just going to pitch around this guy. There's no threat whatsoever. I keep forgetting Snell is a Dodger. I'll be back for the Tiger Dodgers, but I'm going to take a small break. I don't think I'll be going that long. I can hear the baby in the background. I did say I'd stream about 2 hours, maybe 2.5. We're coming up on 2 now. Just kind of want to see what you guys think of this format, if it's interesting. I know the best part is always going to be when you guys show up and talk with me and ask questions and give me stuff to talk about, so that's always going to be important. But like, I think this is ideally going to be something we do. Obviously, in this makeshift office that I made today, it's not ideal. The lighting's terrible on the webcam. I can see that. My screen is not fun to deal with. I got 1 screen. I'm used to having 3, so that makes it hard. And the sound, like I'm sure that, I don't know. You guys haven't said anything, so I'm sure the sound's okay, but I'm sure it could be better if I was in my home office. But hopefully in a couple of weeks we're back and it won't take too long. But I think I'm going to be wrapping it up probably when most of these games, probably when the Padres game comes to an end. That's in about 2.5 innings. That might be about half hour or so, depending. We know these late innings. Alejandro Kirk is so slow. My God, yes. Tell me about it. We just signed him to a 4-year deal? 4-year? 5-year? I know Santander is 5, but we just re-upped him. He is slow, though. Oh, bottom of that, I was just about to click over to this, and we saw the Royals tied up in the bottom of the 9th on a sac fly. Pasquantino is just having a monster game right now. He's up to 3 RBIs and a double that really got them on the board here. And the bullpen is kind of what I talked about in one of my power ranking videos about Cleveland. Is I wasn't sure that their bullpen can duplicate what it did last year. Of course, we saw it up until now. Class A blowing a save immediately, first game of the season after being as strong as he was last year. Steal the wife's makeup mirror with light. Sound not too bad. Yeah, I do. Well, I have a ring light in my office at home. It's not so much that I don't have it. It's just where I am. There's nowhere to put it. Because I can't really move too much. We're renting this place for a couple of weeks while they do our kitchen and stuff. So there's not really anything to do it. And the only light I have is here. There's a washroom right here. I guess I could have that light on. And there's like nothing. I guess maybe like, I don't know. Like there's literally a wall like right here. Like right beside the webcam. So there's not really anywhere else to put light. That's the downside. Plus, I know from experience doing these live streams with that ring light, I would be sweating bullets after doing this for 2 hours. Just want to make sure, guys, if you have not, smash that like button, like this stream, give it a little bit of a boost for me. That would be much, much appreciated. Top of, oh my god, the Mets are like, there's some late inning surges here. Some late inning surges. We have the Mets making a surge. Was it bases loaded now? 2 out. This is their chance. Might be their only chance with this bullpen going. Looks like they just finished. They're doing a little like powwow, and now they are gonna have the mound visit, and now they are probably gonna throw a pitch here. So it's Brennan Nemo at the bat. We have Marte up next. So it looks like the core for the Mets does do something. They are getting it. It looks like in play out. So immediately first pitch, the kind of pitch you like to see. Juan Soto having an OPS of 1250 on opening day, and it's all off the back of one single. Bone goes 2.1. Abreu Valdez goes 7. But that's the end of it for that. So we got a couple games now, getting into some interesting situations. The Cardinals are now up 3-0, which just goes completely against what I was thinking about in my power rankings video with this team. In the offense, Nootbaar, I guess I gave him a lot of credit in that, but he's the one cashing in so far today. Bottom of the 9th, 2 out. We'll go back to Kansas City here. They are trying to close it out, and then after I take a look at this inning, I will go wrap up. We'll go wrap up the Jays box score and just take a look at that next. Kirky is doing his best. He is your fave, I know. Kirk hit one off the right field wall and got gunned down at second. Okay, yeah, well that seems pretty typical. That can happen. Oh, Boston, big news there. We're gonna hop over there in a sec. I just want to see this full count, 2 out, possibly lead to bases loaded. Can he do it? Can Ha do it? Couldn't help myself. Angels do break the shutout. As we see, well, I think we just saw another game go final. He struck out swinging, so we will be going to extra innings in this game here. What game just went final? It's the White Sox. So will we have a second? Oh, San Diego tied it up. Gavin Sheets home run. Ka-ching. Pinch hit home run. Nice. 0 out. Is that the same Neris? Can't be. Oh my god, it is. He feels like he's been in this league forever. I guess it's just when I started playing at 24. He's just super young. He's not as old as I thought he would be. Anyway, back to this. Tatis 2 stolen bases too on this game. Playing monster. 2 hits, 2 stolen bases. So that's a big home run for the Padres. It's a chance for their bullpen to do it. So far, the bullpen has been pretty good with Jacob just giving up the 1 run, and since then, it's been pretty closed. We could actually watch for free. If you guys want to watch the Royals Indians go into extras, it is now free. Thank you for liking the stream. Appreciate it. All right, let's go take a quick look at the box score. It's going to be ugly, but got 2 games that finished. Orioles now have piled up. How many hits? 14 hits, 12 runs. Just pile them in. So 2 homers for Rutschman, 1 for O'Neill, 2 for Mullins. That's 5. 6. Westberg gets 1 off the 8th. So 6 home runs for the Orioles. I think they might be leading the majors in home runs now. What do you guys think? Probably. I don't think any teams even got 6 runs, it feels like, yet. Well, the White Sox might be the 2nd highest team in offense this season. We go to the box score for them. Slater hits a home run. So we got Slater home run, Benintendi, Sosa, 3 home runs for them, and a meaningless 2-out 9th inning home run for Hope, which breaks the shutout. 1 out away. Kikuchi gets the loss with Book for the win, and that's 3 games now in the books. A couple of them, others coming up. Mets are the only team left, or I guess Minnesota too, who have not scored a run, which you do not want to be a Mets fan and that be the case, right? Top of the 9th, Cincinnati tried to close the door here. It looks like this game just went final as well. They did add another run in the 9th, but after giving up 4 in the top, they fall a little bit short. Was there any home runs? No, not from Cincinnati. So they just kind of manufactured. Friedel has a nice 2-hit outing. Dela Cruz, 1 run off 1 hit and a walk. Or 2 runs, sorry. Lux, he's out there. He gets a hit before. So the Giants get the win in the bullpen situation. I never went and figured out what happened in Boston, but we got 3-run. It looks like a 3-run 9th inning, 2 on, 3-run shot from Wiley Abreu. He's had a monster game now. 3 hits, 3 runs, 4 RBIs. So he's had 2 home runs for 4 RBIs. Absolutely insane. So he got that. Who did he hit it off of? Jackson. Not sure I know who that is exactly. Sometimes you got, look at Luke Jackson, 33-year-old. Probably been around Texas, Atlanta, mostly Texas. He's been around the league for a while. But honestly, that name does not stand out, so that doesn't mean much. Definitely when we're starting to deal with relievers. We see Slayton coming in here. Chapman did deliver a 1-strike, 1-hit, 8th inning. So Slayton, they're going with to be their closer in this situation, it looks like. Justin Slayton. I think we knew that was the case. He had a decent season last year, 6-2, 2.93 ERA. So I think he's slotted right now to be that closer for them. O's on pace for 972 home runs this season. I say they do it. Start up with the bases loaded. Let's go check. Good call. Thanks for the call out. As you see here too, Cleveland took the lead. I forgot about the rule with the bases. So Quan, a nice double to get things started. So this is exactly how you want to start an extra inning situation. All right, we got a mound visit, and then 2-2 count with Stout. He's already struck out twice, or yeah, twice this inning. Bases loaded. Can he deliver against Finnegan? Oh, good old Finnegan. Hey. What's up? Yeah. Just 1 second. Just gonna mute my mic. Yeah, yeah. And playouts. They're challenging a hit by pitch right now. And that's why there was a break. Oh, okay. So, yeah. So we got, what is it? San Diego now. They're having a shot here. No outs. Runners on the corners. Let's just look at this because this is going to be pretty important for Cleveland. They not exactly have cashed in the top of the 10th here. They still got runners on the corners, but they got 2 outs now. Not exactly. It looks like just here that they're doing some sort of mound visit. Probably bringing in a different pitcher. It's the one thing I don't like. I wish they probably didn't have to do that. So if we go to San Diego now too, it's the same situation. They're getting rid of Hector Neris. So San Diego making it makes sense with Reyes at the bat. Probably want to not have something like that going, right? So interesting games going on there. Some of these are coming down the wire. We got the Mets having their last chance to score some runs. They might be the only team that gets shut out. We're still looking for Minnesota, but right now it's the Mets potentially. Juan Soto looks like you gotta have a debut that you're excited about here. Alonso, he had 1 hit, 2 walks. Bunch of walks from these 2 guys in the middle. Not necessarily people behind them to really cause damage in those situations. So we see a couple of pitching changes. Texas is down to their last out in their game, and it looks like that game actually just went final when I clicked on it. Semien 1 for 4, Seager 0 for 4, Garcia 0 for 4, Berger 0 for 3 with a walk and run. Pilar is like the key guy. The offense just was not there for Texas today. Slayton goes in there, no hits, no walks, 1 K. He gets the save. Manzardo, he's back. Manzardo. He's had a massive game, this Manzardo guy. So they intentionally walk Santana, and then they try to pick him off. Imagine picking off Santana at first. I don't get why you would intentionally walk him, but I guess you would take your chances. Philly does not cash in on the 1 chance they had there. Still waiting on the Padres to get back in action here. I'm sure they're actually throwing pitches now. Manzardo, I think Cleveland really needs to cash in here to put the pressure on the Royals. Otherwise, we could be seeing 11. In play, runs. So they attacked them. They attacked Manzardo. They got a slider that looks like it just hung. Potentially a nice double, it looks like. So he's going to score a couple of runs, and that could spell the end of the Royals in this game. Manzardo coming in huge. I'm going to look this guy up. I think I already did today, right? Yeah, we already looked this guy. He's definitely making a big... We talked about him. Was he the guy with Savali, right? Yeah, we did. Just making a name for himself early, for sure. Go over the Padres. They do move a player along. It looks like a sacrifice fly. So the Padres do take the lead, actually. A sac fly by Arez. Who knew that was going to happen? Arez is not going to miss. It's not. He just doesn't. So it's a big come from behind right now for the Padres, putting up 2 runs in this inning. I think, what was that? They've come from behind now once, twice, 3 times. Now it's going to be up. Can the bullpen do what it should do and close the door? And I think these are the kind of situations where you want the Padres to just close it out. 7-4 Cleveland. I'm going to pretty much call that game. I think that's done. Top of the 9th, Mets threatening. Guys, like, are we going to see another extra innings game? I guess we only saw one because the Giants avoided it. This one's going to potentially do it, Washington. So we might see. But we need the Mets. Let's see. Where are we in the lineup? Marte. Marte's on. Taylor's on. Now they got Acuna. 0-for-3 of the K so far. They are in the bottom. So if they can turn this lineup over... It could come down to a Juan Soto situation. Cardinals now take a 4-0 lead over the Twins. Did I rate the Twins too low or too high? Or what's going on? That's a shocking turn of events in that one. Look at him. He's swinging at all these fouls up here. They're going to come down on him, and he's not going to be ready. Ooh, okay. Got work. Look at this. What was this? A sinker. Didn't do a whole good job of sinking. I'm trying to figure out what's going on here. These pitches are all pitching change. Josh Hader replaces. Oh, they bring in Hay. Oh. Forgot they had Hader. Hader's now gonna have 2 hits, so he's in for this inning. He's the closing out. Miami just hit a double that scored a run, so they're threatening too. Threatening some more extras. We're going to the bottom with Kansas City. Warm up over in LA. They probably got, I guess. They probably will do a home opening celebration thing, even though it's the 3rd game of the season. It's their first one at home, so that game's probably like 30, 40 minutes away from starting. To me, the Arizona Cubs game is going to be fun to watch. That's the one I'm excited for tonight. Look at this. Foul, foul, foul. 5 fouls. It's just weird. Like, they're really attacking up on this guy. we see Washington and Philly heading to extras. I was waiting when it was going to happen. When were they going to throw one down? They finally did, and it wasn't even like close. Like, I don't know how you fool them with that, honestly. I guess it's just completely dies. What is it? Is this another foul up high? It's a sink. What was this one? I don't want this 10th. I can't click it. It was a slider, so sinker, 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 slider. I guess with sinkers, they kind of could hit the zone if it's flat. It's an interesting perspective. Oh, Miami ties it with a single. Skeens is no longer in line for that win. And then they walk. So base hits are loaded. Hader is not doing it. It's like ex-Milwaukee Brewers Day for these pitchers in relief that just can't seem to close the door on these games. Padres have now taken a 7-4 lead. There's a lot of action going on right now. Sacrifice fly from Merrill. Machado steals, intentional walk. Double. Just like piling. They pile on a 4 spot here on Bummer. That one's getting away from Atlanta real quick. Who's blowing it in Pittsburgh? Holderman is not doing a good job holding this game. Holderman. Soriano. So it looks like the bullpen. Miami is back in this. It's just like typical Pirates fashion, feels like this game was. Another note, Adley Rutschman is on pace for 324 home runs. It would be an MLB record. I think even if he got half that pace, we're talking MLB record, right? A quarter of that pace? What's a quarter, right? Be close with a quarter. It's a good start. So we're at the bottom of the lineup for the Mets. Bases loaded. So at the very least, we're going to probably see Juan Soto get to be the guy. Assuming this catcher just doesn't do anything. No double plays, and that's pretty much what they're hoping for. What an interesting. It's just like throwing so many fouls. Like he's still throwing 96 and a half, like 96 for this guy. Hader still has the heat. And there's 1K. Better than a strikeout, right? Or a double play. At least get the ball back up for Lindor, Soto, Alonso. This is your chance. Like, what can happen? Miami still getting a chance to threaten. I think it looks like they switched this game to watch for free. Is it like extra innings you get to watch for free day? Like, interesting. Blow it, Hater. Love it. Love the anti-Milwaukee sweat there. Or I guess it's not anti-Milwaukee. He's anti-Milwaukee. Have we had any come from behind? We saw the Giants come from behind. We saw Cleveland. I don't think it was a come from behind. They blew it than that. Boston? That's pretty bad for us. So really not a lot of come from behind wins yet. Washington came from behind to tie it. Miami tied it now. Anti-former Milwaukee. Yes, I getcha. The Phillies finally made a lineup that makes sense and put Turner leadoff instead of Schwarber, it seems. Yeah, it's like Turner was such a staple at the top of when he was in Washington, right? And then even when he went to the Dodgers for that period, they put him near the top. It never made sense to me why Schwarber was, well, in play runs up top on Lindor. I didn't see it where it went, so I have no idea what we're about to see here. Could be sack fly, I guess, right? Yeah, sack fly. So it's coming down to Juan Soto. And the Mets are no longer the only team that has been shut out. It is now being held by the Minnesota Twins are the only team that's been shut out. Back to what you were saying with Turner, though. Schwarber, to me, has never made sense as a leadoff, even though I know he's basically been leadoff his entire career between the Cubs and the Phillies. It's just like, why? Like, the guy's hitting 40 home runs. Why would you not want him down? Like, exactly what you're saying with Turner. Soto versus Hader. Ring a bell, Tommy. Oh, no. Oh, no. They're just going to walk him. Right? They gotta. And this is what makes Soto so good. He is not even trying at these. Just up that OPS. If you guys remember the 2019 wild card, yeah, he blew it to Soto. Didn't remember exactly when it was, but I had a feeling. Phillies have runners on the corners with 2 outs. In the top of the 10th, have not yet scored their run. We saw the Cleveland game did go final. Okay, so they are. You would think when you went behind 0-3 on Soto, you kind of just let it go. But the 4th pitch was right, literally, down the middle. Big hit for Bohm. Oh, I see that. Bases clearing double. That could be it. That could spell it for Washington, huh? Strikeout swinging for Juan Soto, and that is the ball game. A nasty looking slider there. So it looks like most of these games are like coming to an end. This Miami Pirates game, I don't know how I'm just going to keep the stream going for that. As much as it's a close game. I'll probably just watch the end of this Washington game and maybe start wrapping it up. Let me know what you guys think. Was this enjoyable? A little hangout for a couple hours? I know other days aren't going to be as hype as opening day. Like opening day, all the new rosters and stuff. Super exciting. But honestly, I don't mind doing this. It's good. It was a good time. It all matters though. If you guys like with the question, you guys keep me giving me something to talk about. So as you call, another walk. Alex Baum hits that double that scored Harper after the walk. That really. Stealed third, so stole to get in that position. It looked like Washington was going to get out of that without giving up a run, and then they ended up giving up 2, which kind of always hurts, right? When you give up 2. Oh my God, Realmuto. He is looking to match Churio with 5 Ks. Is he up right now, right? We got to kind of see that. Like 2 guys getting the platinum sombrero in one day. Could happen. It would be pretty crazy. So we're gonna get a mound visit. It's probably a pitcher change, right? So this is what really slows down baseball sometimes is this stuff. So we're at the top of the 9th over here. This one's might go to extras. I think the Padres at this point just shut down the Braves in this inning. So the Padres send out Adam. He gets 1K, cleared day. So far, it's been a decent outing from the bullpen. It's been an extended bullpen long relief. Still got quite a few guys in the bullpen with one more inning for Atlanta. I think they just walked Realmuto, it looked like. Oh no, it's Schwarber. White Sox are over 500 for the first time since March 30th. Since opening day, basically, in 2023. That's hilarious. Where do you find these stats? You must be finding these on X or something. That's good stuff. Just going to jump into the St. Louis while we waited for the pitcher. I just want to kind of look at the box score. Nootbaar has a home run. He's 2 for 2 with 2 RBIs. Gray's got 5 Ks, 1 walk. He's doing good. Lopez, 8 hits. Whew. Not a great outing for Lopez, but they still have him out there right now. He's only at 68 pitches. Right, back to Realmuto. I don't know what I'm watching, but it looks like a lot of guys running bases, so I don't think Realmuto struck out for a 5th time. Does look like a possible triple off the first pitch. Just from watching the little guys run around the bases. In play, right? Yeah. Yeah, triple. So, had Churio had a triple in that exact same situation, would have had a different ball game there. So I'm gonna say this game's probably over now. I'm just kind of curious where it fell apart for Washington. Well, we kind of saw it fall apart. 13 Ks over 6. Gore, amazing. Finnegan, he had 1 hit. He had a bases loaded situation and got out of it. Ferrer got smacked. Sims got smacked. Posh got smacked. Most of those coming on that triple just now that we just saw. Going to Salazar. He's not going to eat any of them, but maybe he should. But so the bullpen completely just falls off the wagon here. Romano for the Phillies. Is that the Romano that they got from the Jays, right? Yeah, Jordan Romano. He gives up 2. Off was it a home run? Not even a home run either. So yeah, just an ugly performance in the bullpen situation here. So I think that game's coming to an end. Dylan Cruz dropped the ball in right. Is that what happened? So should it be scored a triple? They scored it a triple though. Like, was it a tough catch? Maybe they will. Wait, if I click this, I was thinking they're up to 96 win probability. I was wondering if they'd have the highlight. It probably will come actually in a little bit, so we can maybe see that. But guys, I do appreciate you all who showed up today for this. It was fun. It was I always love opening day. It's just such a nostalgic, such a clean slate kind of day. I hate to see that my team got absolutely demolished. I think it's the biggest blowout of the day so far. It was a tough catch, but it hit his glove. MLB player should have gotten it. Yeah, so it's not gonna be an error, so it's definitely a triple. Interesting. Tommy Pham got a double, and then they walk Brian Reynolds, obviously pitching around Reynolds. This is kind of what this exact situation is what I was talking about with the Pirates and why I think they can take a step forward, but they need this core to step up. Reynolds obviously stepping up this game. But now is the chance for O'Neal Cruz to show that these guys, him and Brian Hayes, I want to see some of these guys take big steps forward this year to really give the Pirates a chance. And this is exactly the situation that calls for it. Hey, cool IB, welcome back. Dodgers game is starting, but I am just wrapping up because we've been going for a little over 2 hours. I thought I'd do 2 hours, and then I need to help with the baby a bit and get ready for dinner and help feed and stuff like that. But I thought it was the perfect time, like a 2.5 hour window where the early games were going to be coming to an end, even the middling games would be coming to an end. We're going to be missing the Dodgers game, but we'll have it on in the background. And Arizona, Chicago, I think that's going to be the game of the day. Late start, 7 p.m. Pacific, but that's possibly, I'm excited for that one. Something just happened there where we saw these two guys move up base. It must have been like a pass ball or something. Oh, steals. Both of them, a double steal. So there's 2 out on a double steal. Interesting. With Joey Bart at the bat. We had a couple, I think at least one short last year of Joey Bart being a hero. So it's not like it's out of the question. Of course, they made the trade for Joey Bart. They hoping this is another one of those situations I was just talking about with the Pirates. I have hope for this team. Probably more than my own team at this rate. But I think after this half an inning, if the Pirates don't even, I think no matter what kind of happens here, this might be the last half inning we do. Looks like we got. Maybe I can watch the last half of this game. If it goes to extra, guys, if it's just Miami Pirates is the only game left, like still probably got at least 15 minutes before Dodgers opening ceremony's done. So that game's paused. We got 4-0 lead here. Minnesota. Oh, I did not mean to click that. Oops. I gotta go back. How long is a batter timeout? Two count. And like, unless San Diego blows a 3-run top of the ninth, like these are unlikely scenarios. Full count now. Ball and dirt. Steps off. I will check in who San Diego's bringing out for the closer. I do want to take a look at Minnesota's, just kind of their box score. Just how bad is it looking? Swing and strike. Joey Bart strikes out swinging. So the Pirates do not close the deal there. And guys, I'm probably just wrapping it up here. Not going to lie. So I want to say thanks to everyone that showed up. Appreciate you guys to the fullest. Let me know what you guys think. If this was something you guys would like to do again, more consistently, etc., etc. I'd look forward to feedback. You can just let me know on Discord even. But guys, thanks for showing up, especially you loyal guys. Appreciate it. I wouldn't be doing this all, honestly. There you guys. So thanks. We got Kirk Gibson to do the first pitch. That's pretty cool, yeah. Pretty cool.